Hey, 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 Team Evo followers and fans, welcome back to another episode of Real Estate Fitness, where we keep your real estate muscle strong. And I am real excited because I have a very special guest today. This is Rachel with Focus Tax Service, and it's tax season, Rachel.
Woo!
Who knew?
We're ready.
I know. I bet it comes real quick for you each and every year, doesn't it?
It surprises me. I actually had a conversation with my husband the other day because I was already starting to get people starting to send stuff. And I was like, okay, well, all right, we got it. He's like, babe, calm down. You do this every year. You get through it. You're going to be fine. It's going to be okay. I'm like, okay, yeah, you're right. You're right. He's like, just chill, sit for a sec. You'll be fine. So he's great. But yes, it's tax season. We're in it.
It's tax season, and that's awesome that you have a supportive hubby on your end. I love hearing that. Let's dive right into it, Rachel. I want to talk about changes for homeowners, what they can expect this year, and then maybe some things that you repeatedly get questions about, and what homeowners should know about taxes, capital gains, that kind of thing.
Absolutely. So one of the big things that happened with the One Big Beautiful Bill Act is actually the elimination of energy improvement tax credits. So 2025, as of right now, of course, this could change in the future, but as of right now, 2025 is the last year to claim credits for some of the improvements that people may have done on their houses. So, for example, new windows. If somebody installed new energy efficient windows, there's a credit maximum of $600 for that. New doors, energy efficient doors, $500 maximum credit available for that. New insulation, $1,200 available for that credit. But this is the last year. So if you did any of those things, please don't forget to include that on your return this year. Take advantage of it. If you got a new AC unit, and I know a couple of years ago, our AC unit had enough of the Band-Aids and we had to fully replace it. So if you have something like that, please, please, please take advantage of the tax credits. This is your last chance unless legislation changes in the future. Even if you went through a home energy audit, there's a $150 credit available for something like that if you did that. Solar has been a really, really big credit for a lot of homeowners. Mm-hmm. Again, this is the last year you'll be able to claim it. It's 30% of your costs, which can be really nice because those systems are expensive.
Sure are.
Yeah.
And I have some homeowners that get a little frustrated when it doesn't translate into added equity in their home, especially not dollar for dollar.
Right.
So back to that.
Yeah. So, take advantage of the credit, get whatever you can back now, because this is the last opportunity that we have. As of right now, of course, things could change in the future, but for right now, those credits are going to be gone. Make sure that you guys are filing that. It'll go on a tax form 5695, or if you are using a tax person, please tell them, make sure that they are aware of the improvements that you did. We can't read your mind. We do lots of magic tricks, but we're not good at the ESP so much.
Not always.
Now, cities and utility companies will, I'm sure, continue to offer incentives and rebates and that kind of thing for having those kinds of improvements in systems, but it wouldn't be something that you would report on your tax return moving forward. So if you need to do it, obviously do it. There could be benefits to explore. It just won't be through your taxes.
Gotcha.
So one of the other changes that came through is the increased SALT limitation, the state and local tax limitation. So if you have, in the last few years, if you had state taxes, which would be your income taxes, your property taxes, your vehicle registration, if those exceeded $10,000, you would be capped at $10,000. That has now been raised to $40,000. So if you have those expenses throughout the year that had exceeded 10, you're now going to get more of a benefit for those on your tax return, assuming that you itemize rather than taking a standard deduction. So that's going to be, that's really going to be good for a lot of people. We're lucky here in Arizona because we don't have a very high tax bracket. That's probably going to end up being more beneficial for places like California, New York, residents there. So if there's any of those people watching, make sure you're taking advantage of that, and make sure that your tax person is taking advantage of that for you, and itemizing those deductions.
Absolutely. Thank you for that, for sharing that.
Yeah, of course. Now, one other question that I actually get a lot is from people that are selling their homes.
Hmm.
People that are selling their homes are not always, but sometimes very worried about, if they're going to have any capital gains from the sale, because the
Right.
real estate market has been crazy over the last couple of years. Tons of great, great growth. People have lots of equity in their homes, but life changes sometimes. Maybe it's time to downsize. Maybe your family's grown. Maybe there's a divorce or something, there's some kind of life change that's happened that's causing it, or, maybe you just want a new house.
Hmm.
But I want people to be aware that it's called a home sale exclusion amount, that you are allowed to have so much capital gain before before you have any tax liability on that gain. And it's going to be $250,000 per person. So for a married couple, you can have up to $500,000 of gain before you have anything taxable.
Hmm.
Now, the gain portion is not calculated as the sale price less what you owe on it. Your loan for tax purposes is really irrelevant. What we're going to be looking at to calculate that capital gain is the sale price less your purchase price, less your closing costs. And really importantly, when you're getting close to that capital gain amount, making sure that you're capturing any improvements that you did on your house. If you had to replace that new AC unit, that could be part of your additional basis and could help reduce how much capital gains you would otherwise have to pay on if you are in that boat. So it's something really, really important to make sure that you're capturing. And if you're in the position where you're selling your house and you've made some money on it, but it's less than $500,000 for a married couple, good for you guys. You guys are going to walk scot-free with a bunch of that money.
Yeah, that's awesome. And now, just to be clear, this is just for primary residences. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, just for primary residences. And the rule is that it needs to be your primary residence for at least 2 of the last 5 years. So if you've got a situation where you have a rental property that was your primary, you converted it to a rental, as long as you're still within that 2 of the last 5 years that it was your primary, it will qualify for the home sale exclusion. So that's really nice. However, if there is a situation where you were in a house and you were in the house for less than 2 years, but there was a big life change, you may still qualify for at least a partial exclusion, which can be really valuable for people.
Yeah, that's definitely important to note. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
Anything else that pertains to homeowners that you think is important to mention here, or maybe is a question that you get a lot?
So one of the questions, some of the information that I tend to get from a lot of people with their tax information is they'll send me their insurance and utilities in addition to the property tax and mortgage interest. Unfortunately, unless there's a business purpose for the home, maybe you're using it as a home office or something like that, we don't need the insurance. We don't need the utilities. For a primary residence, we don't get to take a deduction for those. So if you're tracking that and it's a pain in your neck and you don't want to do it, you don't have to.
Good to know. Like, we need more things to track
Exactly.
as homeowners. Awesome. All right, Rachel. So if our clients, friends, and followers would like to connect with you, maybe they have a couple of questions, something that we maybe didn't cover here, or maybe they want you to take a look at their taxes and prepare their taxes for them. What's the best way to get in touch with you? I will put your contact in the show notes, but just to share with our audience, what's the best way to get you?
Absolutely. Shoot me an email. Let's talk about what you have going on. And what you might have going on, what you're thinking about. Maybe you're considering selling and you want to look at that home sale exclusion, or maybe you have a rental and you want to look at what the capital gains are going to look like. Then, I'd be happy to chat and see how I can help and make sure that we're capturing all of the available deductions that we have, so you're not paying more than you really have to.
I love that, because nobody wants to do that ever.
No.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being here with us, Rachel. And for all of you out there, if you want to check out any of our previous episodes, and I highly suggest that you do, we've got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of local real estate and mortgage videos over on our YouTube channel. It is at Team Evo AZ. Reach up and click the follow button. Give us a nice big warm hug if you are finding value in these videos, or if you prefer podcast style on your favorite podcast platform, do a quick search for Arizona Real Estate Radio. There you will find us. Download all the things. You will never miss a beat. We appreciate you, Rachel, and we will see you next time, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Looking to buy or sell in Arizona's hottest neighborhoods? Meet Team Evo AZ, your Arizona real estate experts, driven by data, powered by passion. Meet Matthew Lambert and Katie Holly Lambert, the powerhouse duo behind Team Evo AZ at eXp Realty. With their talented team of agents, they're making Arizona real estate personal and powerful. Trusted, tenacious, Team Evo AZ. Team Evo AZ offers full-service real estate, powered by strategy, experience, heart, and a passion for helping people move forward. Ready to make your move? Visit www.evoaz.com and follow us on social media to connect with us.